All right, so today's the evening of day 62. How about these two little red-tailed catfish 62 days ago? I'm gonna turn off the pump. And when I bought them, they're about 2 inches long. I've been trying to measure them. Last time I measured them was about a week ago, and they were coming in right about 5 inches. So I'm thinking, oh, this is deep. If I can pull this filter out and see how big they are. I think they're maybe a quarter of an inch since I last measured them. Maybe 5 1/4. And here in the United States, we do everything in inches and quarters and fractions and eighths and sixteenths. I don't know why we just don't, go to centimeters like everybody else in the whole world. It's kind of weird. But yes, we are in inches. So you have to ask Google, convert 5.25 inches to centimeters for the rest of the world, which is kind of weird because a lot of the people that watch these videos are not in the United States, which is pretty interesting. Seems like all over in different parts of the world, a lot of people are watching. All right, so tonight we are going to feed some beef liver. I'm just going to do just a little bit of beef liver. Last time I fed them way too much and they got bloated, and I was afraid, you can actually kill these catfish from overfeeding. So I'm just going to feed just a little bit. Give them a night to kind of thin out a little. Well, I don't know. That's that's quite a bit right there. It's weird how you cut it up and it doesn't look like much and then it expands. All right, so I'm going to take this camera and put it in a waterproof housing and give you some underwater video. All right, so today is the morning of day 63 with these two little red-tailed catfish. And it seemed like the amount of food that I fed them last night was just about perfect. So not too much. It looks like they got their fill. They cleaned it up. I almost didn't have to take my net and get rid of the other food. But look how big they are. I can't even believe how big they are. Every time I see them, it's like, wow. That's like a big head sticking out of the filter down there. That's just really crazy. All right, so I moved this filter a little bit closer so I don't have to reach so far and risk falling in the catfish pond hot tub. So we got a little bit of foam up on the top, which is interesting because we don't really have any extra food left over. So I'm thinking maybe we're getting more foam after a feeding of that beef liver. I'm thinking there's something in that beef liver that kind of foams up the water a little bit, because it seems like every feeding of beef liver that we do, it's like the next feeding we get a little bit of foam up on top. I'm thinking that's what it's from. All right, so today we are feeding tilapia, and every time I've been trying to measure them, putting that little grid in the water, I just cannot get them to come up to the grid to where I could get a measurement on how long these guys are. Or we got some chunks that aren't broken up very good here. See if I can break them up. Oh, I didn't do a very good job cutting these up. Be choking those chunks down. So that's kind of a light feeding too. All right, so I'm gonna take this camera and put it in an underwater housing and give you some underwater video.